So guys, let's continue with our previously left topic, which is this process requirement and the product requirement. In the last session, we have covered some of the topics of requirement analysis process, not some of the topic, but all of the main topics we have covered in the last session. What is the meaning of requirement analysis? What are the phases involved in the requirement analysis process? What are the steps of requirement analysis? Like what is the meaning of elicitation of requirement? What is the meaning of analyzing requirements, requirement modeling, and review and retrospective. So we have discussed all these things in our last session. What is the meaning of functional, non-functional, and good requirements? So let's move towards our next and very small topics. With a topic which is process requirement and the product requirement. So first we will study about the product requirement, and then you will surely get the meaning of process requirement easily. So the product requirement is basically, or you can say that it's have acronym as PRD. So the product requirement is nothing but it basically defines the value. It basically defines the value and the purpose behind building that particular product. So that will be the meaning of product requirement. So product requirement is basically finalized by the system analyst. It is basically finalized by the system analyst by doing discussion with our client, basically, because only the client is the one who knows the value as well as who knows the purpose of that particular product. So yeah, I hope you get something about product requirement. So if I repeat that is basically product requirement is nothing but it is the value, or you can say that the purpose behind building it. All right, so that is the product requirements. So it is basically written by the product manager, or you can say that the system analyst. It is basically written by the product manager to communicate what are building, what you are building, basically what we are building. All right, so this is a product requirement. What I hope you have understood what is the product requirement and what is the product requirement document. Right, product requirement document. What is the meaning of product requirements and what is the meaning of product requirement document? So in product requirement document, we basically define the value and the purpose of our product. All right, so product requirement is nothing but this is basically the perspective behind building this particular product, or you can say that it is basically involves all the problems. It is basically involves all the problems which is solved by my product, or you can say that the product requirement, you can also write some of your business requirement also. All right, so we have business requirement, another topic. So that will not be covered in this session. But if you want, what is the meaning? If you want a separate video, so you can tell me. You can provide some replies in the comments. So I'll make surely on that particular topic another video. What is the meaning of business requirements, right? So that is a complete different topic. So I hope you all understood about the product requirements, about the product requirement document. What is the meaning of product requirement document, or you can say that PRD, and who wrote this? So the product manager or the system analyst wrote this particular document in order to communicate what we are actually building, what are the technologies used in that particular product to build that particular product. What are the solutions of the problem which is solved by our product? Who is going to develop it, as well as who is the end developer of that particular product. Like what will be the, who is my developing team, who is gonna build it, as well as who will gonna be my end user, so who it is for, right? Actually, so in this product requirement we write all these things, nothing but these things only, right? Who are my target audience, what are my requirement elicitation. All right, so this we write in a product requirement document. All right, so let's move towards our process requirements. So process and requirements are nothing but these are a way to achieve some higher level product requirements. These are nothing but these are actually the way of achieve higher level product requirement. Both of these requirements are basically dependent on each other. So if I take the example of product requirement and the process requirement, so you can consider you can consider the whole product. You can consider this box as the whole product, and the and the very little things inside this box, and the very little things inside this box, these can act as a, these boxes will act as a what, will act as a processes. So all right, so these are the processes inside a particular product, like P1, this is P1, this is P2, the another box is P2, this one is a P1, this P3, P4, P5. So these are the basically process. So as I said earlier, that process requirements are nothing but these are the way, these are the way, these are the way to achieve the higher level product requirement. All right, so process requirements are just the sub part of any product, because a product will contain another different types of processes, like front end development, backend development, API development, database management systems, database designing. So all these kinds are basically the process. So these processes are nothing but these processes are just required. These processes are just a way to achieve some higher level, process requirement. Without the process requirement, we cannot be able to make a product, because these are the sub part, right? These processes are the sub part of my these processes are the subpart of my product. So this is all about the process requirement and the product requirement. I hope you like the explanation as well as the content I am providing you. So that's it, guys. It is nothing, it is not very much hard topic, or you can say that it is not it is not that much complex topic as well, right? Nothing is complex. So I hope you like this one. I hope if you have any comment, if you have any doubts regarding all this chapter, what is the meaning of requirement analysis, you can further view my video, you can further view my last video, right? So thank you so much, guys, for joining. Thank you very much. Let's meet in our next unit, because we have completed all the chapters of first unit. Now we will start our second unit, which is having two chapters. So as I've already said, in that unit we will be discussing about different kinds of modeling techniques. So let's meet in our next session. Thank you so much, guys, for joining.